weren't there. Don't make fun of me for that. But like, I have not seen or heard. I have heard, not seen, rather.
Ooh, yeah.
Gosh, he knows this matchup very well, so Burnwolf is going to definitely have to make something happen here in order to put it in his weight, but he's making something.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a very popular matchup in terms of, you know, how many times people have seen it because of Cake and Penguin.
Yeah. It is a very common matchup, at least in the competitive space, because it's just like, oh, the OG, like, this is the grand finals. This is it. Absa versus Forsburn.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing it at a lower level, and that's cool. Even if Akashi's still like a top 10 player.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because I'm actually curious, and I feel like it'd be a lot more, because I've heard before Absa's really hated this matchup because clearing smoke as Absa is not particularly easy, but it's a lot easier to do that now. Like you saw it right there, Burnwolf was still putting down smoke, but the cloud is going to clear some of it for you.
It's definitely like a nice buffer that allows you to get rid of smoke camping a little bit more easily without having to dedicate an entire option after the fact. Sour fair killing. But it's not like an end-all be-all. It's still good for the Forsburn to do that because there's still that bit of intangibility they have during the start of it. But it definitely makes a huge difference in this matchup.
Okay, we're getting that up tilt anti-air. Yeah, good DI on the uppers at least, but
meaty.
Taking a lot of damage here.
Some meaty aerials from this goat.
Yep, that is really
the classic.
Akashi trying for these up airs, just looking for every single one he can.
Oh, there was a back air. No, missing the back air again. You're plus. What are you doing?
Burnwolf kind of panicking a little bit here with these cave situations, maybe thinking that it would whiff, but it did not.
It did not, and that's sour.
Sour spot.
Akashi's definitely saying they made that move bigger because that's what they did.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's a nerf in some regards, a buff in others in that situation.
Yeah, no, it's definitely still a nerf. But like at the same time, I feel like there is a degree to where you can make it work.
There's going to be a few situations where you get kills that you wouldn't have gotten before, and you know, make of that what you will.
There's a lot to that, and I think that's cool.
It's an okay change.
I like buff nerfs like that. Like that stuff is cool to me.
Yeah. Burnwolf going the rock wall. This is a
bold counterback.
Always a bold one. I kind of like it, honestly.
Then again, this is For's Absa, so this makes sense, I guess. But I don't know if Burnwolf is doing enough off stage to really make use of it. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, you know, compared to the last stage, like Akashi's not going to have as much room to DI fire off stage. So now Burnwolf might be able to chase a little more safely or confidently, but at the same time, so is Akashi.
Oh, he wanted the upper so bad, I saw it.
The down strong to clear a single smoke cloud is really funny to me.
That's so metal. That's honestly so raw.
Well, he's just doing it because he can at this point.
Yeah. If it works, it works, you know? If they run into it, haha, I got you. I'm a genius. Good parry.
Yeah. Akashi being able to drift away, uncharged down strong, not going to be a huge punish here, but it's a little bit of extra damage.
Burnwolf doing a good job at going around that down B pop, but Akashi's still catching the roll on stage.
Yeah, you know, when you're playing players of this caliber, it is very easy to start panicking and then get destroyed for panicking.
Like so. Like exactly like that. One stray air dodge neutral into your stock is gone.
That is rock
GG's,
wall.
shake my hand.
And suddenly, again, it was looking pretty solid for Burnwolf, kind of spiraling out of control, and, you know...
The DJC in neutral, as one does. Still living at that 111.
Yeah.
Oh, what a downer!
Yeah, great tech from Burnwolf, gonna be hanging on a little longer here, but... That back air.
That was really clean. That was fair sour, I think, into cloud pop into back air sweep. That was nice.
Oh, this is best of 5?
Yeah, this is best of 5.
Oh, nice.
This is winner's quarters in pool.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very happy there's so much best of 5 in this bracket.
I was going to say, I think it's literally only the first set in
first
winners.
2 rounds. It's the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, first 2, because I
But,
oops.
I mean, to be fair, honestly, most people do have a bye at this bracket.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, it's still technically the first 2 rounds, which, you know, I'm down for. I know there were some talks of doing all best of 5, but just a few too many people and a few too few setups.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with the scheduling being as tight and the controller issues being a thing, it's definitely good that they didn't do that. It would have been fun, but
yeah.
I respect why they did.
All right, though. So Merchant's kind of an interesting counterpick here. A lot more of a neutral stage.
I know Akashi loves this stage.
That doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah. This is like Akashi's neutral pick anytime you give him a neutral pick.
But I know there are some people who tell you this is the most neutral stage in the game, and I wouldn't really argue against that. Too much, at least. I don't know if I'd agree, but I wouldn't argue against it.
I can kind of see it. I think Jules is more neutral, though. I think Jules is like the neutral of neutral.
Yeah.
Because like this stage is a little bigger than you normally see, and the platform.
You know, it's funny. You think that, but it's actually like the average stage size.
Is it really?
I did a lot of research on like stage stats for my stage videos, and not to plug myself or anything, but you know, but it actually is like the average size, and all the blast zones are average. Like pretty much everything except the top plat height and size. That's the only weird thing about this stage, and that does actually help Forth a lot because it lets him mix up his plat drop timings and positioning.
Pretty good. I should know that. I thought it was a little small because of how big the stage was.
It looks like it. I think it's technically the second biggest starter, but only behind Forsburn, which is like fairly large.
Is Forsburn bigger?
You would be surprised, yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Either way, Akashi catching the up into the smoke, that's a huge part of the Force matchup. No, smoke is just such a weird mechanic.
Yeah, smoke is probably one of the weirdest mechanics to deal with in this game. Oh my god.
That angle.
They tried to up smash after the fact.
Yeah.
He wanted more. He was like, give it to me, but Hit Lockout said no. Oh, that would have been really good F tilt had he delayed it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Slipping by.
And Upcade not comboing into the knife right there. So Akashi still hanging on to the second stock full force.
Oh, he's going in. Never mind.
Yeah, might be getting a little too silly here.
Oh, by his hand! He reached his hand up. He's like, ouch!
Oh, yeah. I think Upstrong might have actually killed there, but it would have been a little harder to line up.
Guys, he's just going for down B stuff at this point. Trying to make some shenanigans happen. Oh, good wait!
Yeah. No, that was some incredible coverage because that, you know, the Cloud Bomb covered like no tech. And then the up air covered all of the other techs.
That covered every option in that one slick moment.
Yeah, Akashi's really good at using Cloud Bomb.
Yeah, he is.
He's also just really good.
I was going to say, he's just really good in general. And his placement on Cloud and stuff makes you so afraid of him.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting because he does all of that while still kind of being like a relatively aggressive Absa player.
Yeah. I always find that so funny. Akashi is one of the nicest people in the Rivals scene. He's a ball of rainbows, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
He is amazing. But at the same time, in game, he's so scary because he's so aggressive. He's so in your face, and he's still like, okay, I'm gonna Thunderline you, and it's gonna be really funny.
That's the big thing. That, you know, we didn't get to really talk about that too much. Like there weren't too many examples of it, but you know, Akashi's use of tools like Thunderline and Cloud Bomb.
It's definitely unorthodox.
Really, it's unorthodox, and it also just makes you second guess like everything you do. You know, in Cloud Bomb's case at the ledge, and in Thunderline it's in neutral. It just makes you second guess every single one of your options because you know he might just let it rip.
Yeah.
And he's genuinely really good at actually knowing when to let it rip.
Conditioning is a very powerful tool, and Akashi wears that on his sleeve.
Yeah.
There's a lot to worry about with that.
Yeah. But with that, Akashi can be moving on in winners. No idea who will have to fight next, but I believe he's one set away from making it to winner's side.
I believe
16.
so. I don't remember if they play Starbos or someone else.
Ooh, I think it might still be Starbos.
I don't remember.
I think it's Starbos now.
The bracket has changed too much, and I didn't look over on that side because I wasn't on that side.
I think it was originally supposed to be Code. It was previously supposed to be Kodak, I think. And now it, unless I'm wrong, I might be wrong. Don't quote me on this.
I don't know.
Anyway, next up, it seems like we're going to have Uda and Booyah Man. Which is actually kind of going to be sick.
Booyah Man.
Yeah.
Yo.
So Booyah Man, for those who don't know, is a, I believe, local force that pretty old school.
Yeah. He was in RAS when I was in RAS.
Yeah.
I won RAS over him. RAS number 27. All those years ago.
Yeah.
But Uda, needing no introduction, the most sporadic player on the entirety of top 50.
Yeah.
He either blows up at an event or fizzles out like a little firecracker. There is no in between, and I'm